a month earlier than when he actually did. But he pushed it out because they were doing that program. They were getting ready to do this big thing with him and Kevin Owens, whatever. So he pushed that out. And I think because of that, they were like, oh, we'll just keep this going. Jericho won't leave us. Right. Jericho leaves. They drop the ball. Now they're just kind of, okay, here, you do this U.S. title thing right now, and we'll figure something out for you.
By the time Jericho comes back, they're like, what?
Right. They may or not be able to go back into that. And there's no telling when Jericho does come back. If at all, we do have to remember the man's getting older.
He already came back?
Full time.
Okay. I was like, he's already back.
But, so, I think in certain instances like that, you know, we all talked about 17.
Right.
They just didn't have anything for them right now.
Right,
but you want to keep them on TV and keep them relevant.
Right, and I was going to compare those two to, and you're saying, well, they could just do it how they did with, you know, whoever, but look at Bray. Bray was a WWE champion who got wrecked by Randy Orton in his first real title defense. And now he's back down to where he was before he had the title. That's what I'm concerned about. I would hate.
I think taking Bray off of SmackDown was a bad call.
For sure.
Well, I mean,
because there's too much talent on Raw.
But he was running high. He was at what I would consider the peak of his career.
Yeah.
They pulled him away from that, and the character floundered on Raw. Because let's think about it. Raw's a lot more
stacked.
Not even stacked, but just bright and
more focused on SmackDown.
Right. SmackDown is more everybody. Literally, like they use it as a gimmick line, but the land of opportunity. Literally, everybody's getting some kind of shot. Or if you have something that works, they're putting a camera in front of you.
You got an idea? Hey, go out there and do it.
But okay.
And the problem is the Bray stuff isn't catching because too many people that watch Raw are those, you know, been watching it forever, and all they see is another Undertaker.
Right.
They're bitter about Taker being gone.
Thanks, Roman.
Well, no, because you can ask him. I've been like that when it comes to Bray.
Yeah.
And so, because there was a time, there's probably a 3 or 4 years, I didn't watch SmackDown. And so, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't give a fuck. Now, again, it's almost forcing you to watch both shows if you want to see what's going on, whatever. But over on SmackDown, they can do that. It's just like when they did the brand split years ago. Bray is not ready for Raw.
It was just bad for him.
Because, I mean, he's not going to get focused on.
Exactly, because the demographic watching Raw is not into his character.
What I'm tripping on, and it blows my mind that no one else is doing this. If I'm a low carder, a mid carder, whatever, the ultimate goal is to be a champion, right?
Absolutely.
Why are all these guys not focusing on championships? That's what I'm confused about. You've got, how many people has The Miz legit fought against or had openly said, I want the Intercontinental Championship? How many? How many guys out of the slew of people that you have said, I'll fight this dude right here, but I want that Intercontinental Championship. Or I'll fight this dude right here,
and that's
but
why
I want to win
UFC.
the US title.
That's what almost every title.
But see, that's why UFC, and I can't sit and watch a UFC fight night because number one, they're too damn expensive.
Right.
Number two, I don't know.
But you're making the mistake of comparing WWE to UFC.
Here's why I'm doing it though. In UFC, from my understanding, and it's not a great one, but when one guy loses, back of the fucking line.
Yes and no.
To an extent.
To an extent. But
So,
my point being is that these guys if by your logic that I think you're trying to go with, if I'm winning match after match after match after match, I deserve a title shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
not getting those.
They need, for back when, all I know is I was still in Philly when they started doing those power rankings. It was a big deal. You logged on every Monday to see where everybody sat after the week, whatever. Do those for the classes.
Right.
You know, or for the title itself.
TNA had that one time with Hogan.
Yep.
And so, let's take Jason Jordan, for example. Okay? Jason Jordan would be in the Intercontinental title scene. You have Miz, obviously, as number one at the top.
Right.
Let's just say they only have the top 10 guys, and you have to fight your way in there. Okay? Into that top 10 slot.
Right.
There's a whole other list, but the only stuff they focus on is those top 10 guys. Those 9 guys,
Should be cycled through.
or let's say 8 guys, because you're always going to have one person going after the Miz, are fighting each other every week.
Yeah.
Until the program, because in WWE you have to have a program. It just can't be a one and done
Right.
kind of thing. Till this program's done. When this program here is done, this guy goes to the bottom, and wherever these guys sit, those other 8 guys sit, that's the new ranking. So if Jason Jordan beats all these guys and is sitting at number 3, so to say, he now moves to number 2 and is your next number 1 contender.
They need to do it tiered in the sense that, in my and I mean you could do it with the cruiserweight title, but they won't because they're dumb. You need to have
There's a cruiserweight title still?
exactly. There needs to be 3 titles on each show. Hear me out. This is why I think this,
Including tags or not?
including tags. I know
You
it's
already
not,
have that,
it sounds, but they don't. They don't. This is how it should work. You have a low tier card or low tier title, mid tier, high tier. If you dominate the low tier and you happen to lose your belt, fuck this belt, you've already got it. Move your way up to the mid card. Start fucking with the people at the mid card.
It's kind of like how the video games are running right
Kind
now.
of how the video games are run. You lose the mid card, then fuck it. I'm going for the top tier.
No.
Now it sounds crazy, but if I was a low tier champion and I'm dominating, and someone has the balls to take the title off me, dude, props to you. Run the low tier. I'm moving on up. You move on up, you fuck with the mid card people. You
Neville.
start running.
So, yeah.
Neville is my perfect example.
That's all.
You are really
Neville
close.
should be the fucking Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
And that's-
he ran and dominated the cruiserweights.
And that's why I don't understand why our cruiserweights just fight cruiserweights.
Exactly.
How come I'm not
Branch
seeing?
them out.
How come I'm not seeing Cedric Alexander versus Miz or
Exactly.
blah blah blah?
They're good enough for it.
Yeah.
They're
Absolutely.
just small dudes.
And maybe
That's why 205 is dying.
maybe it's a lot of Vince in
It's Vince.
just old school wrestling style. Maybe it's just the fact that nobody knows how to implement it and it makes sense for the company model.
I just told you.
I agree.
I just
But
laid it out.
you and I think differently than they do, and they're clearly idiots.
True.
And there could be other things that go on to where you have to make sure that person's over, whatever. Who cares? But we got really off track.
We got really off track, but I mean, the moral of the story is that there's a lot of talent that's there. Bray's gonna flounder until they find something for Bray, which they're not gonna find anything for Bray. I'm willing to bet any amount of money by this time next year he'll be in another stable. That doesn't mean fuck all, and he's gonna
And
sit in the
gender
back
will be
and
relevant.
and gender will be irrelevant by next year.
By SummerSlam next
it
year.
sucks, but it is what it is. Unless gender goes for a
He won't
mid-tier
even-
card title, he will be
I'll call
irrelevant.
it right now.
He's the person that needs a belt.
It's
Going
12/25.
after.
Yeah.
Here, 12/25 on August 21st, 2017. By SummerSlam 2018, Jinder will not be on the card.
Probably not. If he is, he's gonna be on the pre-show. And that sucks because there's people who need titles or at least need to be like pursuing titles.
Sammy.
And there's people and there's people who like don't necessarily need it because they're just good on their own. Ty needs a title.
I was still looking for
Dillinger
that
at
news.
this point needs a title. But
He needs TV time back.
he needs TV time back.
God,
But like, you got people like Luke Harper who, they're like, well, Luke Harper got the Intercontinental title and he wasn't over. You didn't give him any time.
Exactly.
The Miz,
Did he drop
the
the next
Miz,
one?
yeah, the Miz, dude, the fucking Miz's journey has been ridiculous. But he's been like, I would love to be the WWE champion again, but this title needs to be relevant. And I'm the guy to do it. Genius. Stay the fuck at the mid card and dominate
When he
that
said
shit.
that-
And he's been dominating that shit. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, now, when he did the Daniel Bryan thing, that put him way the fuck over the hill.
Oh yeah.
But even before that, The Miz had the right mindset for that. No one else is doing that. Like John Cena for the US title, he was doing it. He wanted to make it relevant. And people were like, fuck yeah, John Cena's fighting random people who want a chance at the title. Genius. What are you doing with these lower card people now? You got so many people that are on the come up, NXT stars who are great, that are doing nothing. Aiden English in NXT was awesome. Even in the Vaudevillains, which is the dumbest fucking gimmick, the dumbest fucking gimmick. And it got over. The Ascension
That
was
boggles my
a
mind.
dominant gimmick in
They're
NXT.
idiots.
I need them to go down to NXT again.
They're idiots.
What's going to happen to my dude's insanity when they go up to the main roster?
Huh? What?
What's gonna happen to AOP when they go up to the main roster?
Oh, they're
What's
gonna-
gonna happen to TM61 when they go up to the main roster?
They're gonna be buried.
They're gonna get buried. Why? They're awesome. They're awesome. You just have to give them
The
the opportunity